The only way to proceed seemed to be through a strange airlock. As he stepped inside and felt his hair begin to rise, he wondered if something was amiss. Huh? Ah! Ah! Well, thoroughly perplexed, Theo could only hope he wouldn't spontaneously burst into a cloud of electrons in the near future. Despite the lingering crackles of energy in his fur, Theo found himself occupied with a rather spectacular plume of fire between himself and his goal. With nothing to hand to bar the flames and unwilling to risk singeing his whiskers, Theo was unsure of how to proceed. There must be something he could do. Amazing! It appeared that the mishap Theo had experienced had changed him in some fascinating ways. Before another jet of flame could spring up, Theo slipped deeper into the labs. Hopefully the worst was over, but if not, these newfound powers could prove quite helpful. Upon entering, Theo noticed there was a bridge leading straight to the door he needed. A definite positive. However, a large section had decided on a career change and was currently enjoying its new life as debris below. In the face of those without strange abilities, Theo casually willed a path into existence. Theo quickly sauntered across his creation, hoping that physics wouldn't try to reassert itself at an inopportune moment. Once again, Theo entered a laboratory which would have been quite easy to cross, if not for the disorganized heap of crates cluttering the corridor. It was always something. These delays were rapidly becoming infuriating. doors. No. No, no, no! What happened here? They can't all be ruined, can they? I built this equipment! I implemented failsafes. Surely some of them must have made it! Oh God, no! It's all gone! What am I going to do? I can't stay trapped like this forever! There's no way I'll be able to start again with things in this state! And it's not like you'd be able to help. You probably don't even understand what's happening right now. Oh God. Lauren. Oh, well. Whoever did all this to me was bloody thorough. Just look, Theo. All of my work, every scrap of progress, reduced to bent metal and shattered glass. Whoever did all of this had some training. I bet it was MI5. Or maybe those umbrella-swinging secret society ponces. It's just their style to break into someone's home and trash everything in the name of Queen and Country. The bastards! Christ! This hardware is supposed to be hard to damage. Well, lesson learned. Don't buy from the bloody Bratva. Strong Russians steal my arse, Koskov. All my work! My genius! And this is how it ends? I can't even do anything! I'm just along for the ride on the Theo Express! At least our chances of escaping here alive are minimal at best, so I won't have to suffer this joke of an existence for too damn long! Oh, I don't know, Theo. Maybe there's still a chance. We could escape this place and start from the ground up. Even with paws, we could try, and there'd still be viable samples on the bodies back at home. Maybe we could still save her. But it would take years starting from nothing. Even if we did manage to collect viable samples, we'd have no way of storing them for that long. And I never found the chance to make a backup of her mind. can't believe she's gone. At least Joshua didn't get caught up in all of this. Who am I kidding? I'm not even me! I'm just a copy of Nathaniel's bloody mind squeezed into a brain the size of a tangerine! No offense, Theo. Honestly, it's amazing that we're both still alive in here at all. I've been hiding out in you for months without a body of my own. And when I saw him lying there dead in the house, I thought maybe... Do you know what's really strange, Theo? The thing I miss most about having a body, more than anything else, is being able to wiggle my toes. It's bizarre. You'd expect something more grandiose, but it all comes down to the little things in the end. I would literally kill to feel a foot cramp again. Christ, watch out for those lasers, will you, Theo? Just remember, anything that happens to you happens to me. So this is all I am now? Just a disembodied voice in a cat. Well, it could be worse, I suppose. The earliest experiments were on lesser creatures. Could you imagine scurrying around here trapped in the body of a mouse? Doesn't bear thinking about. You wouldn't still be up for chasing down the killer, would you, Theo? I'll take that as a yes. Nothing like a bit of revenge to get the blood up. I must say, Theo, it is quite a relief to drop the pretense and just talk to you straight for once. I couldn't just be honest with you before, you understand? I mean, what was I supposed to say? Hello, Theo. Don't mind me, I'm just a strange voice in your head. Now be a dear and do exactly as I say. My God. Why on earth did I make the laser units so skittish? I can't believe I managed to make them so alert, and yet... What? That shutter should always be firmly sealed shut. Does this agent have no respect? No common decency at all? Get in there, Theo. I won't let this stand. I haven't been here in a very long time. Looks like the flora managed to thrive in my absence, but I can't say the same for the hardware. How on earth are we going to get around all that? I've got to admit, I'm at a loss here, Theo. Most of my ideas tend to revolve around having hands. Just look at this thing. It's only about as powerful as a pocket calculator. You need damn big pockets. I haven't been here in a very long time. Looks like the flora managed to thrive in my absence, but I can't say the same for the hardware. How on earth are we going to get around all that? I've got to admit, I'm at a loss here, Theo. Most of my ideas tend to revolve around having hands. Just look at this thing. It's only about as powerful as a pocket calculator. Well, that'll do it. You know, I find it somewhat disconcerting how well you're taking to your new psychic potential, Theo. I can't deny its usefulness, though. I'd really rather not be back in this place. But if I will stop that damnable killer from making off with any more of my property, then I guess I have no choice. Ooh, I remember this one. Something about self-pollinating crops. Really, who needs bees anyway? Plants have had more than a decade to muddle up the wiring. Looks like it must have shorted out the last time someone used the door. We may have to perform some impromptu repairs, Theo. That didn't seem to be enough. Needs more. Nicely done, Theo. We might make an electrician out of you after all. I was so young and idealistic when I made all of this. It's almost sad to see it in ruins. Almost. Ah, the old hydroponics nursery. Lord, that robot must have been keeping this room running for at least a decade. Have to respect the dedication, if nothing else. Be careful around those panels, Theo. I don't think that robot has any safety accreditation, and you aren't exactly shockproof. Watch out for those plants, Theo. I know they either cure third-degree burns or cause them. I just can't quite remember which. I was so excited just to be working back then. Doing just what Lauren and I had always dreamed of. Seems the easy way is out again. That vent over there might be an option, though. Lauren would have loved this place back in its heyday. I'm glad I kept her in the dark, though, considering how things turned out. I'm not sure what you're planning to do on this log feed. Ah! That's certainly an inventive use of your powers. Maybe a little warning next time, Theo. Just try to keep the acceleration within survivable limits, will you? Despite my growing disdain for vents, being a cat sure does give you a unique perspective on things. All this plant life makes it almost pleasant in here. You know, this is where it all started for me, Theo. Not the ventilation system, obviously, but the laboratory as a whole. I was trying to solve world hunger. Ha! Can you imagine? A word of advice, Theo. If the government offers to fund your research, it probably isn't worth it. They always take more than they give. Unlikely to be relevant to you, but worth keeping in mind. Christ, this place is completely flooded. I suppose you won't want to set a paw in that. We'd best find a drier route. the way that robot is acting at all. It's just glaring at us. Oh, this trick again. Ah! Now why would you do that? Oh, bugger. I think the door needs powering. That was quite crafty of you, Theo. Well, let's get out of here. More flooding. Looks like this exit's jammed up tight too. Let's try slipping through the ventilation again. Theo, it would appear that there's another robot over there, and this one might actually be able to catch us. I'm not... Oh Lord, it's going to be very close! Ha ha! Excellent, Theo! That should buy us some time at least. That was a little bit too close for comfort there, Theo. If we could avoid situations like that from now on, I'd really appreciate it. What on earth are they doing? You know what? I'm getting to the point where seeing my own robots destroying what I've made is old hat. I can't say the irony of... Even though I hate a lot of things about this place, there was a time when I had to fight to keep it alive. The money men were demanding results, and Joshua was on the way. Seeing the rusted ruin it's become is unpleasant. Well, the years have not been kind to this place. To think, back when this was a lab, I used to spend most of my time sitting in the middle of that hole in the floor. This is where I made a major breakthrough. Not with world hunger, though. I realized I could weaponize some of my research. You can bet the people signing my checks were far more interested in that. That is where Brightpaw began. At the time, of course, it was just a necessary evil, a way to continue my work. A small slip that would be forgiven once I'd solved all the other problems in the world. Somehow I doubt the elevator is still in service. Up for another job. The irony is, I actually figured it out. World hunger, I mean. I was going to change the world, make a real difference to mankind. Best of all, I'd finally be able to share my work with my family. And those bastard pen pushers dismissed me without a second thought. perfect, but it would have worked. I solved scarcity and they didn't even try. It wasn't perfect, but it would have worked. I solved scarcity and they didn't even try. Then I realized if they didn't care, why should I? It's all just history. All that matters now is catching the bugger responsible for all of this. What on earth? How is this place still so tidy? This fellow met his end in a very inconvenient place. I don't suppose you've got any other tricks up your sleeve? How did you even begin to try that? You know, the most disquieting thing about this entire situation is that despite all of my research and decades of questionable scientific investigation, I've never seen anything quite like your powers. Ah, this is more like it. They must have been trying to keep up appearances by sweeping all the mess back here. Seems like we're pretty hemmed in here, though, Theo. Scratch that. Folding space-time certainly makes navigating this junk easier. Oh, I forgot about these. They were toys for Joshua. I was going to give them to him when I finally introduced him and Lauren to my work. Just goes to show how old all this is. He's a man in his own right now. God, the robots around here have been working away, keeping this place clean almost as long as he's been alive. Despite a decade or two without proper maintenance, the reactor seems to be doing well. I was concerned it might be choked with junk, but it seems it won't explode anytime soon. Oh, don't worry about all the lightning. It's supposed to look like that. Just don't get too close, and you'll be fine. Promise, it's safe. Enough. Ah! Another bloody robot! Run for it, Theo! appears your teleport trick stopped it dead in its tracks. Well, as nice as that is, there's no guarantee it will last. Let's not stick around to test the theory. How on earth have they kept this place so clean when they keep doing things like this? If your powers prevented the last robot from chasing us, I wonder what it would do to one of these. How wise of you, Theo. Looking before you leap. Oh, thank God. I was sure it was just going to explode. But it should be safe to keep doing this. Probably. Why would they bother to expose the wiring like this? It's obvious they aren't doing anything with it. You would think I'd engineered the laser units purely to destroy my own property. That was a little bit too close for comfort. Guess it's good to know the limitations of your powers, if only to know when we need to run. Oh, that robot is a lot closer to us than I'd like. But this time we can do something about it. Take that! This new ability of yours is proving very useful, don't you think? Now, we just need... Okay, Theo. I don't want you getting a big head, but that was good thinking. This place seems relatively calm, if not a little dark for my tastes. Lovely. Just lovely. I doubt we can stun them all. We may have to come up with a different strategy. done, Theo. That should give us a little breathing room. This place seems relatively calm, if not a little dark for my tastes. Lovely! Just lovely! I doubt we can stun them all. We may have to come up with a different strategy. Well done, Theo. That should give us a little breathing room. this was going to be a place to relax and sit back with a book. Me and Lauren were going to be able to work together, and Joshua would have had an amazing place to grow up. Looks more like a construction site now. I can't see a way past this place. shock you, but I've always seen the benefits of physical fitness as well as mental prowess. I thought it would be good for the whole family to stay in shape. Watch your step, Theo. Unexplained psychic powers won't prevent you tripping and bumping your head. I think it was when I was building this that I realized it would never work out. Lauren would have questioned where the funds came from, and she would have never accepted the truth. She had a very firm outlook on... I would usually advise we find another route, but you seem to have developed a knack for problem solving by defying the laws of physics. So, what have you got up your sleeve this time? Now that's thinking outside the box, Theo. My God, it's a total disaster area. What happened in here? You're getting awfully good at... Even you'll have issues leaping through all this rubble, Theo. Let's find another path before that chaser wakes up. go, Theo, quickly! Oh no, we're trapped! I hope you're... It's distressing to see the garden like this. I was hoping it might have escaped the decline that befell the labs. I stumbled upon this cave while I was building, and I thought it would make a lovely space for the family. Plenty of room for Joshua to play, and some nice plants for Lauren and I. I always planned to build a nice gazebo just over there. A serene place to just relax and take in the ambience. I had so many plans. Is that a bloody crashed helicopter? What? That's a Fennec chopper. MI5 standard. Those bastards have been after me for years! Is this how the killer got past all my security? Ha! Good thing they went down trying to land in here. There might be something useful in the wreckage. Theo, we've got to go and take a look. Oh. Theo! Come on! Get up, Theo! Oh, thank God! For a second there, I thought I was going to be stuck in a dead cat!